I am not a woman. There is no subjective definition. You can't ask me to acknowledge that you're a part of a social minority like being trans, then in the same breath, tell me you're not and accept you as a woman. Have I been socialized as a woman? Yes. Does everyone I interact with on a daily basis recognize me as a woman without any overbearing pronouns discussions or button wearing? Yes. But at the end of the day, biology will not change, and I am not a woman. I am an educated, clear-thinking trans woman.
So it's day 5 of being on the right, and today I wanted to talk about what is a woman. So my definition is someone who's born a biological female, someone that's born with a V canal, a uterus, eggs, typically the ability to produce a child, and 2 sets of X chromosomes. Now, a lot of people are going to say that's not correct because what about trans women? And my answer to that has always been that I, as a trans woman, am simply that, a trans woman. My entire life experience is completely different than that of a biological woman. I've said this time and time again, that I'm never going to know what it's like to produce a child or have a uterus or, be able to say I have XX chromosomes because my chromosomes are always going to be XY, which is typically the male chromosome. The left really wants me to view myself as the same thing as a biological woman. And I think the trans community would find they'd be much happier and more accepting of themselves if they accepted their biology. When you can truly look at yourself and be like, yeah, I'm genetically male, and accept that fact and not have it bother you anymore, there's so much power behind that, you guys. You won't get upset anymore if someone misgenders you, because you realize that people can say whatever they want. It's never going to take away from who you are as a person. No label or pronoun or word should have that much effect on you. You should be that content in who you are as a person. You shouldn't feel afraid of what other people label you as. And you shouldn't be afraid to label yourself as something different than a biological woman, because anything else is a lie. Why am I going to tell myself and perpetuate this fantasy that I'm the same thing as a biological woman? I'm the same. I'm not. I'm something completely different. And I still feel like I'm considered a girl, at least to myself in my own eyes. But we need to acknowledge the difference here, you guys.
Trans women are trans women. That's not said disrespectfully, because my era, we were transvestites, drag queens, you're a man in a dress. We fought to have the title of trans women. Respectfully, trans men are trans men. That is not even a disrespect. It's this younger, new generation, Z crazy, that it's not enough for. But let me just break something down to y'all real simple. If a woman is a social construct and we're emulating women, what would that make us? Social construction work? Biological women stop having sex. If biological women stop having babies, it won't be no more black, white, LGBT, fat, funny looking, and nothing else. I know y'all ain't gonna like the way I put it to you in the box, but when you find the lie, stop me. Because I know what a woman is. Woman is Mother Earth. We all came through the birth canal of a woman. All female impersonators, transgender, sex change, whatever. You did not learn how to be a female or act like a female watching somebody like you in a suit and tie.
That's a fact.
You learn from the woman that raised you, whether it be your mother, your auntie, your stepmother, whomever. But then when I get so comfortable in my gay or my transgender or whatever I decide to become, whatever's instilled in me, I'm better than you? No, I'm not better than you. You're still my sister.
2023, and I have to say it, trans women aren't women. We are biologically men, otherwise we wouldn't be trans. If I was a woman, why would I ever transition? Why would I ever go on HRT, which is permanent? I can't reverse that shit. I can't. Why would I want to get surgeries, if I was really a woman? Clearly, when trans women and women, we're not the same. We are not the same. Trans women aren't women at all. We are biologically men. We just live as women because we have a mental disorder. That's what it is. It's nothing like, we don't identify as women. We have a mental disorder. That's what it is.
Trans women using female bathrooms. A very controversial topic right now. A lot of women are feeling uncomfortable or unsafe in female-only allocated spaces, and rightly so. There are a few sick individuals out there that will try and use the trans woman label to get into female-only spaces. I am a trans woman, a biological male, yes. I've been using female bathrooms for quite a few years. I've never had an incident or I believe I've ever had an incident where I've ever made someone feel uncomfortable or scared. I could attribute it to I'm quite far along in my transition, and I've gone through hormone replacement therapy for a number of years now. I've never seemed to have anyone ever bat an eyelid about it, to be honest. But if anyone ever said anything about it, I would peacefully, gladly leave. And that's not because I don't have enough courage or faith in myself that I'm a woman. I know I'm a woman. A trans woman, yes, but a woman in my own right. And some people may never be able to see that, and that's okay. But it also does not give you the right to hate on us and tear us down. You want to tear someone down? Let's tear down the people that are ruining the trans community, because I guarantee you we hate those people just as much as you do. Now, I know this issue goes far beyond bathrooms. It goes into sports, it goes into prisons. And there is a lot of fucked shit going on right now. Whether we can understand each other or not, we are fighting for the same thing. I just wanted to give you an example of someone who doesn't have ulterior motives, and to speak on behalf of my best trans friends that we do not see ourselves as better or worse or more women or less women. But just to let you know, I will always have the utmost respect for biological women. I will never understand what it is like to go through puberty as a biological female and have a menstrual cycle. I just wanted any women out there to know that we've never wanted to take anything away from you. And I just hope this reaches enough people that it can show you that we're not all bad, and some bad people using our label doesn't define us all. Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Cute.
But I'm
Everyone.
not lady.
You're not a lady?
Yes,
What are you?
I'm lady boy. You don't believe me?
You are not a lady boy, are you?
I'm
No.
lady boy.
Really?
Yes.
You are gorgeous.
No.
No?
I'm lady boy.
I don't believe you either.
Oh, why? You're lady. I'm lady boy.
Why is it that in a couple hundred years from now, if you dug up my body, they're going to go, yeah, that was a woman. Had babies. I'm a biological woman that medically transitioned to appear like a male through synthetic hormones and surgery. I will never be a man. Is it transphobic for me to tell the truth?
Can you tell me about the procedures that you had?
I've had 7 surgeries. I've had 1 stress heart attack. I've had a helicopter life ride with a pulmonary embolism. I've had 17 rounds of antibiotics. I had 6 inches of hair on the inside of my urethra for 17 months. This is wrong on so many levels. For the first time in history, a marginalized group has a huge dollar sign on the top of their head. Every child that they convince is transgender and in need of medical transition, it generates $1.3 million to pharma.
Was there any real discussion of the risks and the side effects?
No, there's not. And I know that people want to think that there is, but there's not. The truth is that medical transition is experimental. We have studies that said that medical transition helps mental health with kids. They've all been retracted, modified, changed. But the only long-term study tells us 7 to 10 years is when transgender people are the most suicidal. We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States promoting that.
What?
That's a phalloplasty. That's a bottom surgery. We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States telling girls that they can be boys at $70,000 a pop in a surgery that has a 67% complication rate. That will kill me from infection. I have 3 kids. At the age that they're doing this to kids, I'm not transphobic. I love my kids, and I love other people's kids, and you should too.